I know it's late.
No worries, DG.
It's usually early.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Let's do this.
Hey,
Dillon.
Dillon.
No, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Just talk about the resiliency of this team coming back from everything that went down tonight.
Crazy game, first off. But also, I wouldn't want it any other way. You know, the goal was always, you know, just finding a way to win. You know, I stated that multiple times. And I'm glad we found a way to win. That's, you know, it's the name of the game. I know we were down 21-0, I think 24-7 at one point. Made a, you know, rough throw in the red zone. You know, took it to the crib, and then I think we were in 12 personnel and threw a pick to the left. And just learning experiences, you know, but for the most part, like I said, if we find a way to win, that's all that matters. So.
Dillon, what can you say about Isaiah Bowser and the performance he put on tonight?
Stud. That dude can run downhill. He's not your typical, you know, big back either. He can move. So great game from him. I mean, he's a stud. I got nothing else. He's a real deal. So.
Did it take you a while to get into the flow of the offense and get comfortable, get your momentum?
I think early out, just obviously with the delay, and then just feeling the game again. You know, that's something that was new for a lot of us, just because, you know, it's a new group, right? It's a new coaching staff, it's new to us, but it was our first game. You know, we knew there's gonna be some adversity, but how we handled it was the main thing, right? 21-0. We'll look back, but how do we come back, right? How do we respond? That's the biggest thing, and I'm proud of our guys. You know what I mean? O-line, we struggled in the beginning, you know, and that was partially my fault, you know, with protections, but you know, we figured it out, we talked it through, got it right, and then likewise with the run game, started getting that going, and then making plays. That's what it does. You know, you got to make big plays in big time moments to, you know, find ways to win. So.
Dillon, obviously not the greatest start, but you guys had some momentum going at the end of the first half, especially with that last score to make it 24-14. What were you feeling like, and what was halftime like?
You know, halftime, you know, Coach Gus told us we're going to win this game. You know, we believed it, and that's the biggest thing, believing, you know, and going out there and taking it one play at a time, one drive at a time, and then, you know, like I said, one score at a time. You know, once we do that, you know, everything else will take care of itself. So.
I know you went back out there, but you got hit pretty hard there at the end. How are you feeling? And you know,
man, I'm good. You know, it's something in Hawaii. You know, them boys hit, so something I'm used to. Right, I dipped my shoulder, 2-point, had to go get it. Didn't get it, but I'm gonna lay my body out on the line to go get that 2-point, because you know my O-line does it. You know, every single play for me. So if it's 1 2-point play, I'm gonna go and try and get it.
You mentioned Gus's message to you guys at halftime, but what was it like to play for this new coaching staff tonight?
1, I think belief, and 2, just camaraderie. You know, together as a team. It was our first game with a lot of new guys, a lot of, you know, new faces, right? But at the same time, it's just believing in each other, and you know, the biggest thing is handling adversity. How we handle it is something, you know, I'm really proud of, just of our team. But we got to build on this. You know what I mean? We got to learn from it. I got a lot of things I got to learn from, right? But for the most part, you go in, you watch it, and you get better. So.
Dillon, how were you able to put some of those early mistakes behind you and get refocused to help lead the comeback?
You know, my dad always told me to go be a gunslinger, you know, and what that means is whatever happened the last drive, who cares? You know, whether it's a touchdown, a pick, you know, whatever it is, go keep slinging it. You know, that's my job is to go and, you know, put these guys in a good position to go make plays, and they made plays. But at the same time, you know, that, you know, I made some mistakes that I got to learn from, right? And I think the 2 biggest things is in the red zone, got to capitalize and finish, and it turned into points. And then, you know, my pick to the left, right, that ended up turning into points. So, you know, for me, that's a learning process, something I got to get better at, and then, you know, get back to the drawing board and get better. So.
How did it feel to connect with Titus on his first touchdown?
We had that connection. You know, that's something we've always had, never left. I love that kid to death. He's my little bro, but also, you know, someone I really care about. And I knew, you know, I trusted him. I knew in big time moments he goes out and plays, and that's just something, you know, he's always done, whether it's a freshman in high school, you know, against us, or a freshman in college, right? And, you know, Amari, you know, ended up, you know, subbing out, but Titus came right in and made plays. So that it means a lot, you know, just seeing that. But I know he's a fighter. I know he's a grinder, so I'm excited for him.
Dillon, what exactly happened on that first pick? Did the ball slip out of your hands? Because we were like, where was he throwing that ball?
Exactly. I was trying to get it over the top, right? Ended up slipping, but see, that's the name of the game. I ain't got no excuses. I threw a pick six, right? But it's learning from it, right? And getting better and accepting that I'm wrong. So
When you guys got down 21-0, as the guy who's running the ship and running the show and being a leader, what is the process of kind of gripping the game and kind of getting it back under control? Like, what are you saying in those huddles?
I think one, you got to realize, you know, you're down 21-0, and you got to go make plays. But at the same time, don't make it more than it is. Go and take it each, you know, play at a time, each drive at a time. And you know, I remember after throwing that pick, you know, towards the end of the game, they ended up going up. I remember Coach Gus pulled me in the huddle and said, "We're gonna go win this thing. You know, we're gonna go score right here and go win this thing." And then, you know, that just gave me confidence. You know, and it circled around, it trickles down from, you know, up top. But just that belief, that camaraderie, something that we built for, you know, this whole time from spring to summer. You know, it's been really shown. So.
You know, you had so many delays throughout the night, the rain delay, and then you had the touchdown to make it 24-14 going into half. What was it you said in halftime to keep that momentum going into the third quarter?
You just got to believe. You know, we luckily, you know, ended up getting the ball at half. Afterwards, you know, deferring in the first half and scoring, you know, before was really important. But just having that belief, like I said, in each other, you know, and Coach Malzahn, and just taking it. So.
Dillon, I know you have some extended family here, including your parents and your grandparents, and they're here for another week. What does it mean to you to share this with them and have them here for this time?
Man, that's my everything, you know. Like, that's just my family. That's someone. Or that's my family. I love them to death. It means the most to me. You know, they spend their hard-earned money to come out here. You know, and it's not cheap. But you know, I'm gonna go home to a full house, something I love. And I'll be sleeping with my little bro. You know, because we gotta, you know, make room. But shoot, that's something I love and forever will. So, you know, they're my heart and soul, and I love them to death. So.
Last one.
Dylan, speak more about what it means to have a guy like Isaiah Bowser in this offense, because he's that bigger back you really haven't had the last couple of years.
Yeah, two different offenses, right? Two different schemes, but at the same time, just keeping it on a, you know, Isaiah, he's a stud. I knew he was going to be a stud, but, you know, it's just that first game, you know, seeing it, believing it. But I don't know what he ran for. What did he run for?
172.
33 carries. I mean, and he stayed in. You know, that's a grinder. That's a running back. That's someone, you know, you don't really see, you know, running back staying in except, you know, the top one. So all credit to that guy. He's killing it. So.
That's great.
You feeling good?
Thanks,
Feeling
sir.
okay?
I'm feeling good, yes, sir. You know, appreciate you guys.